How's everybody in the world today, tonight, afternoon, in your time? So, mega love shout out to my members and for those who newly subscribed to my channel. Mega love shout out to all you guys and to all my friends, my supporters, my good friends, and also my super donators in PayPal, Mr. And of course my close friend MP. So today I just do a live streaming because I have something to share with you guys. Okay, and let's talk anything under the moonlight. Okay, because it's 10 p.m. here in the Philippines. It's Friday. It's June 20. Okay, so today, no, not today. Tonight, I will share my potato recipe. This is American style, not Filipino or what. This is American style. Actually, we schedule this for our dinner, but it seems that hi Sander, hello, mega love shout out to you. Since that it's too late, so I'm just gonna make this because here's the thing guys, that I love potato salad a day after you made, because all the flavors, it really um, really sunk on the potato that you slice. So I love that one day before the schedule that we want to eat. Okay, and later I have pineapple. So this is big guys, so this is pineapple, and this is 110 pesos, so that's about $2 guys. So let's see if it's sweet, because the vendors told me that he said that that's sweet. Okay, let's see, because when it comes to pineapple guys, I'm not really into that, but since that I like the look, it looks sweet and freshly picked from the farm. Okay, so tonight I'll just gonna wear my uh, surgical gloves, because I don't want to touch any of the ingredients. Okay, and after I'm gonna mix this, I'll just throw the gloves. Jerry Hernandez. What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? If you have a trauma with the gloves, don't drop comment that it tells that you have no manner or you have no manners. You want to stay in my show, then you better behave, watch your mouth, or else I'm gonna wash your mouth with soap and water. Yeah, that's right, guys. You're not welcome here, Jerry Hernandez, on my show. You're you're uh you're uneducated person. Jake, happy. Jake Happy, hello, thank you for coming. And of course, my favorite supporter, no other than Kiss. Oh, Kiss, I'm gonna make potato salad, American style. So I prepared to make potato salad a day after. So here's the thing, guys, that tomorrow night, my menu for dinner is potato salad, American style, and then what's fried chicken, and then colored green. I'm so excited about that because I never try colored green. So yeah, I'm gonna make. What's happening to my gloves? It's look small. Let me change. Hold on, guys. Excuse me for a while. Hi, Smoking. Don't give up on your channel. No, I will not give up. Yeah, I never think that, give up. But it's just like, there's a guy that, he asks some question that is undecent question. So I don't want to argue with that or do something. Because some people, they're too mean. I think they born to be mean to other people. Oh my goodness. First, you buy potatoes. Yes, I already got everything. But I'm gonna explain to you guys. This is ready to make. Kiss. Because actually, this is our dinner a while ago. But it's too late. But we went to SM and buy some potato. Because the potato that I had is only 2. So I have to go to SM and get potato. And then I'm thinking, oh, it's kind of a tropic going back home. So look, what is this? So I bought onion ring and waffle with cheese and Burger King, but I cannot really finish because the waffle with cheese is too big, so I just make it half. Okay. All right. So here's my ingredients. Of course, potato. This is already cooked. I slice into small piece. It's cooked. Here. And then I have dressing. So the dressing, I made it ahead of time. I mix with, mustard, honey mustard, apple cider vinegar, salt, mayonnaise. So we don't have Miracle Whip, but I had Hellmann's mayonnaise. So that's Hellmann's I use. And then sweet pickle relish, of course, sugar. See how thick is the... And then I have chopped onion. And of course, celery. So mabango. And then of course, mash, egg or itlog in Tagalog. Buy the potato, then take the potato home. I already bought. It's smoking. Okay, now, so I'm so excited, to eat this tomorrow for dinner. Because I'm not excited of the potato because it's so many times that I made this, and of course fried chicken. Okay, But I'm so excited to try, the colored green. How does it taste? It tastes, and then I asked Frank, is this taste like mustard leaves? And then he said, no, it's better than mustard leaves. So I'm so excited about that. Because we bought the mustard, colored green, I mean, online, in can. Because we don't have, I tried to grow, the colored green, but when it starts to grow bigger, and then last week, non-stop raining, and then my colored green starts to rotten because the soil is always moist. Okay, so onion, celery, just mix na lang. Egg, and then mix. Smokim, would you like to try my potato salad? Oh my goodness, guys, look at the dressing. No, so mabango na. So Filipino, third step, go to the kitchen. Third step, go to the kitchen. For what? I don't want to go to the kitchen. I want to sit on my table. Everything is prepared. All I need to do is just mix, 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 mix. Because I'm gonna store this in my fridge, and then tomorrow night, this is our dinner. No rice. Filipino love rice. American people love potato. So, see? And then mix. Okay, I have to remove na. Actually, our dinner is waffle with cheese and onion ring. So uh, I don't use Filipino style because Filipino style of potato salad is different than American. So all the ingredients that I use is American. So this is really perfect because the potato just 1 kilogram, and then I already calculated the dressing. Kim, can you make it a little bigger? Little bigger? Huh? This is good also with barbecue chicken. Because actually, when I make potato salad, American style, the partner is barbecue chicken or barbecue baby back ribs. Since that baby back ribs kind of pricey here. Oh my God, so masarap. Okay, we're gonna mix it well. Anyway, thank you very much, Ismukim, for giving me the $2. Oh my gosh. Look guys. Now, it's time for me to seal this and put it in the refrigerator. And then, I'm gonna peel this and try if it's sweet or not. But before that, let me try my potato salad. I'm sure it's good. Hold on guys. We are family. So American people will never get tired of eating potato. We call that in Tagalog patatas, but Filipino will never get tired of eating rice, okay? First bite for how many people? 3 million people. This is for you guys. Here. Ah, super lami. Okay. That's enough. So tomorrow night, it's gonna be flavorful. Yeah, it's good. Look. This is not Filipino style as mukim, ha? This is American. Before there's a miracle whip on the miracle, no. Yeah, miracle whip. But now we don't have that in our local supermarket. I don't know. You are going to have a tough time during our interview. I can't wait. It will be fun. Pag sure, ha? Smoking pag sure diha. Pag sure diha. Okay, hold on. Let me put this in the refrigerator. Who likes pineapple? Ah, sorry guys, huh? It's shaking my phone. Late me test. Sweet. Oh yeah, it's sweet guys. See? It's juicy. So I bought this in the wet market. This is how I peel the pineapple. Very easy. Oh, very juicy guys. Oh, look. Can you see it guys? So we need to remove this in the middle part. All I need to do, oh, do like this. So very fast. Let me try. Oh my god. Mm. It's worth it. So sweet. Mm. Mm. See? Very juicy. Mm. You know guys, when it comes to pineapple, this is very good because you know even though we're older, there's what do you call that? There's a worm inside our body. This is good. Eat pineapple so that the worm will die or you know killed inside, and then when we do number two, it came out. Mystery. Yes, very sweet. Hmm. Look, right? So sweet. Mostly when I eat pineapple, I have do like them. But this one, no, it's sweet. So this is the you know this is the hard part of pineapple. But if you're making juice, you can use this to extract juice. But it's still sweet. But it's kind of a hard. Okay. Okay. So I just keep this. Because every morning, as much as I can, I will, you know, I'll feed Frank fruits, fresh fruits. Oh my god, hold on guys. So, pineapple is high in fiber, especially for those older people. This is good for you guys, pineapple. See guys, I don't want to make a mess. Look, how juicy. Miss Chi Philippines, you changed your channel, Chi? Welcome! Welcome back to my show, Chi. Kamusta ang Davao? So, the price is worth it because it's sweet. Literally sweet. And juicy. It's sticky. How to have the crown in the live chat? Is this automatic YouTube ate? Yeah. Actually, before the things happen, there's a certain reminders that you have to update and do something. I forgot. If it's people give me a like, the color is, the color is dark. If it's not, it's just like light. Yeah, it's so ang tamis, Chi. Look, they said that, if you want to lose weight, because I already washed this, you can boil this and then, use as water. But I don't really believe on that because the only thing, there's nothing happened if you keep eat a lot. All you have to do just less the food that you eat. It's sweet. So if next time I'm gonna buy 2 or 3 because it's sweet. Because most of the time I buy, I bought pineapple in SM, but it's sour. They said that, oh, that's dull, but it's sour. My goodness. But don't, here's the thing, guys. Don't eat pineapple with empty stomach because pineapple is high in acid. So don't eat that, early in the morning. You eat this direct. Make sure that you eat, food. And then you can use this as your dessert or what. Don't eat this, with the empty stomach. But in the other hand, there's a lot of benefits that you can get with pineapple. Fiber, number one. If you're constipated, eat a lot of fresh pineapple. But me, I have no problem when it comes to my bowel movement. I'm regularly do number 2. Sometimes, if I eat a lot of leafy vegetable, I do number 2 twice. So very easy, guys. Huh? Sticky. Sticky, sticky. Oh, you don't know about it? Yeah, because before that you have to. There's a thing that the YouTube uh, advertise that in our YT, and then before there's a time period. If you cannot do that, it will not shows like that. So you have to update that because I think every year YouTube update, and then about the tax, and then somebody tells me, oh, you have to renew about that, but no, I don't need, because I already applied for that. All I need to do is just update. And I give you some idea. The rest of the skin, make sure that the skin of pineapple is cleanly washed. You can make vinegar for this. Okay, all you have to do, this one, you wash it, and then you in Tagalog, I don't know what the lusong, or you have to squash this and ferment it, and it will become vinegar. If you have pineapple, you know pineapple garden, uh, you can make some vinegar for that. All right. So I don't want to eat a lot of this because I want cold. Ay, ay, ay. Here, I will show you guys. Look. Let me wash my hands because my hands is sticky, guys. Excuse me for a while. Hello. Good evening. Let me do my snack first. So it's been a long while I did not eat chicharon. Chicharon. Let me try if it tastes good or not. Here. Mm. Mm. So good. But I don't have spicy vinegar, but it's okay. So I bought this in SM hypermarket. This is 160. Hmm. Oh, this is made in Bulacan. It's good. Here's the things, guys, that those people, they get scared of eating what they want. All you have to do, you can eat whatever you want to eat. But there's a moderation, guys. Okay? You can eat rice, but don't eat a lot of rice. You can eat cake, but don't eat a big slice of cake. Just, just right that, your craving will feed. Hmm. Masarap. And I can tell that, they use the fresh oil. Because sometimes when I bought some chicharon, I can taste that, the oil that they use is used oil. So many times that they use. But if you're aware of that, you can tell that the oil they use is fresh through the taste of chicharon. Frankie, sleep early. Actually, my schedule is later 12 midnight, but I don't want to do too late for myself. I still have my Whopper with cheese, Burger King. If you're wearing braces, you have to be careful about eating chicharon. You have to chew slowly. Mm, so good. Okay, last. I don't want to eat a lot of this. Too big. Okay. So, mm, you can eat whatever you want to eat, guys. But you have to limit yourself. Don't eat just like at the end of your day. Like I said, just eat small amount. Especially when you get older for women, because our metabolism starts to become slow. That's why no matter what we do, what we exercise, and we eat a lot, especially nighttime, our metabolism works so slow. All the calories our body cannot really process to burn that. So you have to eat small amount, and that's it. Okay, because sometimes people they work out every day, 1 hour a day, but their body is still the same. But me, my body, I maintain my figure. Okay, I can eat whatever I want to eat, guys. Okay, but I just control myself. Even though sometimes Frank mentioned, "Oh, you eat a lot of rice," and then I told him, "No, it's not. It's not." But before I get married, oh my goodness, I'm so slim. My weight, well, I don't want to mention my weight now. Before, my weight is just like 100, 115 pounds. Before, the medium size of t-shirt, that's too big for me. But now, just right. My size now, that, it's not too small, it's not too big, large. Now, before is either small or medium. American size small or extra small. Mm. Let me wipe my table because I don't want to have bugs, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I can eat this tomorrow or what. Every time you eat oftenly. Before, I never get tired of eating like waffle with cheese, but now if I'm really hungry, I can finish the whole waffle with cheese. But if I'm not, maybe just half. Okay, so it's time for me to wash the dishes that I use. Oops. I don't want plate stuck on my sink. I have to wash this. To Mr. M. Thank you so much, Mr. M. Thank you so much for giving me a donation last night. Excuse me. How did you know? So this is the cover of my microwave. Because you know, if you don't have a cover in your microwave, all the food is scattered inside the microwave. So I bought this for the cover once you reheat your food. And then that's the time I can wash my hand with creamy hand soap. So let's go. Let's do that. Talk, 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 talk. All right. Or maybe later I'm gonna do live again. Four people. Okay. Let's sing, guys. How many person is mine? Okay. Actually, guys, the last time I do like karaoke, I have 27 songs. Okay. And then just this afternoon, I finished to dream on that. So I have a question for those, because here's the thing, guys, that in the United States, this is what President Trump announced, that the only two gender that he will acknowledge, male and female, or the other, the other LGBT community, he will not. So this afternoon, I saw in Burger King, guys, two. They look like Arab. Okay, they look like Arab because they have tall, like like six footers. Okay, and then they have beard and mustache, but when I think they are lover. Okay, they have earrings on their ears. The other one has just loop style, and the other one is tangling. Okay, same thing. And then they're wearing like a man. Okay, but when they have so many jewelries on their finger, rings on their finger, a bracelet, gold bracelet. Okay, and then when I saw them, they using women women's purse, like the Hermes bag. So I think they are rich too. And while I'm waiting my order, my Burger King, I noticed that I don't really pay, I don't really shown to them that I spy them. But when I saw the other man that waiting, he just crossed his legs, and when I saw him, he just do like that in his mustache, combing his mustache and do like that in his beard. And then when I saw him, he just do like that his hair. Oh my goodness. And I can tell, oh, this is lover. So I don't know what's the law in Saudi Arabia about those kind of people. I'm not against with them, but sometimes the system will not recognize them. So like in the United States, what will happen for those for those American gay? Because they just like they act like a woman, they dress like a woman. So what will happen to them if somebody that like the authority, like the cops, okay, are they gonna Are they free to go on the street, go to the public places? Because, you know, Trump said that the only two gender he will recognize is male and female. How about those LGBT community? Because here in the Philippines, we don't have that kind of uh, uh, law that, you know, the only. But there's a certain place here, guys, that like in the restaurant, uh, they're very strict when it comes to that. Somewhere in Quezon City, in Katipunan, because you know Katipunan Avenue, that's the place for richest Filipino or other foreign living in Quezon City. There's a lot of five-star restaurant there, and then there's certain restaurant that they have a dress code, and but there's another, you know, there's other, I don't want to mention, you know, the restaurant, guys, but once, you know, the I know the, you know, the gay actor, his name is Inday Garutay. Okay, he's gay. Hi, Bob. Hello. And when, you know, when they, you know, they don't, they forgot to read what the policy of that restaurant, and they were so get upset because the manager of the restaurant refused him to eat the restaurant because they said that they don't allow men wearing women's clothes. Okay, and then here there's so many issue, girl, about, you know, uh, the restroom. Some, you know, some mall, there's a discrimination between, you know, trans woman and trans men. But you know, for me, yeah, it's just like uh, there's something hesitation between the real men and the trans men. Same thing with a woman, but there's still, in the eyes of God, there's still a man. In the eyes of God, there's still a woman. Okay, but there's a certain things here in the Philippines, but we don't have that kind of what President Trump announced, that only two gender that he will recognize. You cannot go you know, a sports for, you know, for women, okay, and then you wearing men attire. I think he don't allow that. But here, you know, everyone is free, but the only problem that it changed because of the owner of this kind of establishment. Okay, because here, guys, you know, those Western people, okay, they said that going to Makati in Burgos, guys, Burgos Street in Makati City, there's a lot of KTV bar. There's a lot of ladyboy go around there. And then they're the one who gonna come up to you, and then you want, you know, you want happy ending or whatever they, you know, the could that they, you know, if you want, you know, women, or you know, you want 304. They're the one who gonna negotiate that on you. But sometimes, you know, for those Western people, beware of dealing with that, because some, you know, the mama san, or you know, the, we call that in Tagalog bugaw, they, even though they know that it's a ladyboy, but they try to sell that to foreign people wants to have, you know, just a one night stand, guys. But you have to be careful about that, because you know, you cannot really tell, because some of the ladyboy here in the Philippines, you cannot identify because they're very feminine. Unlike in Thailand, you can really tell that they are ladyboy because they don't really care about their, you know, their like, you know, the private part that they construct on their body. Ladyboy here are very feminine, guys. Okay. oh yeah, they can still dress like they want, but they don't have to act like, well, it's just like for me, I have a gay nephew, okay, but as he has 9 aunties. We love him very much because he's the first grandson, and he's the first nephew. Okay, when he was small, we can see that the way that he act from the beginning. Okay, and then we think that when he go to school, he will change because there's so many female classmates that he deal with. But we um, we don't really expect that when he went to college, because he's graduated in LaSalle University in Bacolod City. It get worse. But one thing that we advise on him is we accept that that's the way you are, okay? We still love you, but don't you ever go outside in wearing our clothes, okay? You have no the right, okay? We know still wear as men, but we cannot really change how do you feel. But don't ever go outside, shave your eyebrows, put makeup on your face, wearing lipstick or what, wearing something a girl thing. No, don't do that. It's enough for us that we know that you are like that, but don't you ever wear some female dresses, okay? And then that's a good thing that he understand that we accept him for who he is. Yeah, that's why in Burgos street, that street in Makati, be careful about those Western people. Find a hotel or Airbnb, because there's so many KTV bar there, and there's so many lady boy. Okay, go around in that place. So you have to control yourself. If you find a woman, make sure that that's a real woman. Okay, if not, that's so embarrassed. Unless if you are gay. Okay. So I have nothing against with that. They're still human, guys. They have the right, they have the right to love, to be loved. Okay, but it's just like they don't need to act so exaggerated like a man or like a woman. Because here's the thing, guys, that why I know if the person is, even though they're wearing like women dress and putting makeup, I know how they act. Because here's the thing, guys, that real woman, we dress like this, okay? For me, this is a sexy, but we're very careful not to show our private part in public. Okay, we do some a little thing, but those lady boy, they don't really care about their fake teddies. They really love to show that it's almost uncovered. You can really tell that they are not real women. Some women, they're wearing too sexy, but it's not as the way that they walk, the way that they swing their hips. Real women don't do that. We don't swing our oh like that. Too exaggerated when it comes to uh, act like a man, like a woman. Too exaggerated. I treat the ladyboy with respect, same as everybody. Yes, same thing. Okay, same thing that you have to respect. You have to respect them. You have to respect them, of course. Like I said, Bob, that they're still human. They need to be loved and loved. Okay, But sometimes, those lady boy that, like I said, that they overact, overacting. Okay, like I said that, if you really, because, you just duplicate, like, the gender. Okay, but you don't have to saturate it that you have no respect. You just borrow your identity to us, but don't really shows that you don't really care. That's my point. Okay, that's my point. But I'm not against with that, with those people. But sometimes, like I said, that, real women, we do wearing sexy or what, like, we walk, you know our body, or, our hips, like, the swing. That's normal. But we don't want to do like overacting to swing our body. Okay, because it's still, you can tell, that real women don't really act too much of that, the way that they swing their hips. You can really tell us. That's why sometimes, once a gay people doing that, it brings those people don't respect them. They make it fun with them by they acting that. Okay, but not all, because here in the Philippines, my goodness, guys, they're so pretty. Okay, pretty than real woman. Yeah, more than a woman, more than you woman to me. Is that the song that you mean about? Yeah, I agree what your asawa said. And guys, a while ago that, we went to the mall, and I mentioned this. You're more than a woman to me, more than a woman. Who sang that? I think Bee Gees. Bee Gees. When I watch, things that happen now in Iran and Israel, my goodness, guys, when, yeah, okay. Hi, BK, Bill K. Hello. How are you, Bill K? Kumusta? Okay. More than a woman. I don't know the real, but, in the chorus, I know that. When I saw on the video, guys, that, once, if there's a war in another country, I mentioned this to Frank, that number one victim is civilian people if there's a war. And I mentioned that because I saw some children, kids, 3 years old, 4 years old, that they are what do you call that, powerless. They're crying of, of the, they of the they crying, they scared, and they shaking their body. And it really crushed my, it really crushed my heart when I saw those, innocent children, victim of the wrong system of the government in, the country itself. And you can see that, their face was full of dust. They have blood on their face, body, they have wounds. And I'm so grateful, guys, that I hope it will never happen here in the Philippines. Okay, as much as, the president Bongbong Marcos tried to be negotiate with the Chinese government, he do his best, because it happened also to us that during the World War II, the Japanese soldier or Japanese government attacked us. Okay, so I can see that, they don't have food, and then they crying, they seeking their mother, their father, and then when they saw their baba or their mama is dead, they're crying, they shouting, their voice is not be heard injustice for those kids that their parent was killed by the, by the Israeli dropped the missiles, and this some Iran, those Israeli victims, dropping by the, the bomb. Oh my goodness, I can't really stand about that. It really, it really break my heart, guys. And then they begging help. They don't have food, no water. I haven't seen you in some times. Oh, you mean the song, Bill K? So, poor kids. So yeah, that's why, I just, mentioned last night, during my 12 midnight talk, that we must be aware and be smart, to pick our leader. Is this person is qualified for this kind of position? We don't want to vote that person because this is what we heard from other people. Okay, important is what he or she's done to our country, to our city. That's kind of a scary, guys. We chatted before on Isa channel. Yeah, I always go there in Isa's channel, but it's just like recently that I'm busy. So look, are you familiar with this, Bill K? A while ago, I made a American style, potato salad, because my menu for dinner tomorrow is fried chicken, potato salad, American style, in colored green. So I'm not really excited about to eat, the potato salad and fried chicken, because many time I eat that, but I'm so excited to try the colored green. How does it taste? Because we order online, in can, but it's not fresh. I tried to grow colored green in my pot, but it's just like last week it non-stop raining, so the colored green starts to rotten, because the soil, it's always wet. Okay, so I'm so sad that my colored green did not work well. Yeah, we do. But here's the thing, Bob, that I noticed, yeah, my flowers, once they receive rainwater, oh my goodness, they start to grow fast. And then the one that it's a vine flowers that I shown you before, I don't know what's their name. The vine, it's too long. I have to cut it because this is amaze me. The more you cut it, and then every day is raining, they grow so fast also. So the rainwater brings a lot of nutrients to your plants. And some of my plumeria, during the summer, it's in my pot, it's so bright. Now it become bushy because a week ago non-stop raining. Oh my goodness, the leaves starts to grow so fast, it starts to become healthy. Yeah, I made minestrone soup. Oh, I love minestrone de Campbell's. I have that stuck in my cabinet. I love that. Oh yeah, I taste. I taste kale, because there's a kale here in the Philippines. Okay, but colored green, there's no colored green here. But the kale, because I love to, I love to saute that, salt, pepper, and butter only. And especially when I, Frank don't really eat that. He doesn't like kale, but I love kale. But the texture of kale, kind of a, you have to, it's kind of a chewy. So I'm curious about, the texture and the taste of collard green. But Frank said, collard green is way better than kale. Because I love that kale, when I uh, cook chicken, barbecue chicken, or barbecue baby back ribs. So I feel sad about, my collard green. It died. Did not really work. Zucchini. Uh, we have zucchini here. I like zucchini, but it's just like, you have to slice it, just like the way that the way that American cook like green tomato. I love that, fry zucchini. And first time I try, green tomato fry. Oh my goodness, it's so good. But here, most of in the market, they don't have green tomato, just rare. Most of it's almost to ripe and ripe, but there's none. It is a little green tomato. I love that, the green tomato is good. I live up in the redwoods, which is in the rainforest. Oh, here it grows our weeds so fast. Up here, I'm out with weeds wicking every 2 weeks. So, what states are you from, Bill K? Yeah, I know the weeds is, it's legal now in Chicago, but there's a certain states that, weeds is not legal to use. North Carolina. Okay. Uh, I don't know about, well, the only thing that you can, for those American or European that love to smoke weeds, uh, Thailand, because it's legal, the weeds, to smoke in Thailand, but here in the Philippines is prohibited. So, are you Northern California? Because just the issue about LA. LA, that's part of California, right? So one day, if I can find the right place, to build my apartment, I really want to have a huge backyard, because I want to have my own garden. And really, it really, it's not once you plant your like vegetable or fruits, when you sow the fruits, bear fruits, and you starts to harvest your vegetable, it the joy that you feel is priceless. Because I remember 2 years ago I plant bell pepper. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of bell pepper, guys. But the thing is, it really ruined my soil on my plant box, because my plumeria starts to grow big. So the nutrients that if I plant some like chili, red chili, or other vegetable, the nutrient, it will not goes to the vegetable that I plant. The nutrients goes to the plumeria, because the roots, there's a lot of roots on the soil. So I stopped, I stopped planting vegetable on my plant box. Okay. And then I try to plant okra in my pot, but I have two okra left. Okay. Because I have seedlings of okra a lot, during the summer. And when I put fertilizer, oh my goodness, in the morning it die. But I don't put a lot of fertilizer, and then I'm, the urea fertilizer, the white one, and then I mix that with water and spray. When I walk up in the morning, I saw my okra is all dead. There's only two left. So I wish that, my okra is still working for that. And I start not to put some fertilizer. My goodness, I don't know. And I think needs sun, direct sun. But here we just wait, like 11 a.m. That's the time my plants can have sunlight. But the sunlight is really good for the plants. It's early in the morning, like 6 o'clock until 9:30 or 10:30 onwards. It's not healthy for the, for the plants, because the leaves will burn. And if, especially here, if it's summer, oh my goodness, all my plants before, my flowers, all the leaves is burn of too much heat. Not marijuana. Weeds are what you have to pull out on the garden. Okay. I thought that weeds, the marijuana or cannabis. That is why you have to pull weeds from garden. The weeds are stealing all the nutrients. Yeah. We call that, in Tagalog, damo. So, I love, when you was a kid, okay, when you was a kid, that you're not really aware of your health, you don't really want to eat vegetable. But we grown that, my parents, feed us more vegetable, organic vegetable, and fish and chicken. We don't really expose of eating red meat. Okay. And when I move here in Manila, I'm so, the 3 years ago, guys, I'm crazy about eating steak. Okay. And when I realized that, yeah, I don't know, after the 3 years, and then when I smell, steak, it smelled good. Okay. But it's just like 2 bites or 3 bites, I'm good. Especially the steak here that is not tasteless. If you want to buy American steak, it's kind of a pricey. But Filipino steak, oh, you don't really want to eat, guys, because it's kind of a chewy. Your jaw will gonna hurt. So now I'm more onto eating like green leafy vegetable, because when I read about in science, they say that once you get older, especially once you start 45 up, men and women should oftenly like 85 to 90% green leafy vegetable daily, because we need fiber. We need fiber in our body so that we can do number 2 regularly. But sometimes, some people, they're not really lucky to have that do number 2 regularly, because they are constipated. So now that I'm not really into the the chicken, fried chicken, just only one. If we order KFC, just one, I'm good with that. But if I'm really hungry that I did not eat breakfast and lunch, I can eat 2. But if I eat breakfast or lunch, just one, I'm good with the one chicken. And I prefer to eat vegetable, guys, steamed vegetable, mixed with fish. I'm not really into the frying thing. That's why I always do some bake for our food. Sometimes I do fried chicken, uh, once a week, sometimes 2 weeks, just one time. Okay, because uh, last oh no last Feb, Frank hospitalized, and the doctor said that avoid fatty food or fried food for him. So I have to be careful about the food that we eat for that. My lettuce is no I is notice that the leaves were died out. I skip water for just one day, then don't like the hot sun. Kura what? Kuraku? 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 I love, 2 weeks ago, my sister, visited me. She bring the wild spinach. Oh my God, I was so happy that, she bring uh, wild spinach, guys. Oh, it was so good. And I told her, if you're near to my place, I always go on your garden to harvest those wild spinach. And they have also, wild bitter gourd. Wild bitter gourd, guys, the fruit, unlike, you can see that, or we call that ampalaya, and the market is big and long. But the wild tomato or wild bitter gourd, it's just like very small, just like cherry tomato, as big as this. And you can see, guys, that for those Thai people, they love green papaya salad, and they love to partner with the wild bitter gourd, but it's too bitter taste. So I'm so excited, to because July, that's the schedule of the uh, Suna state, Suna state of the nation address. That's, in short, Sona, of President Bongbong Marcos. I'm so excited to listen to that. Oh my goodness, guys, it's already 1 hour and 31 minutes. So make a love shout out for those 4 million right now. So, and I would like to appreciate your time, Belky, to visited my show and share some of your comment. And of course, Bob, who else? And the rest new to me. Two Guns, Che, Ismokim, Mystery, Ismokim, Kiss, and Gus Sanders. So I don't want to stay long, guys. So until next time. So maybe later I can do another live streaming, because actually I used to do 12 midnight, but it's just like I just do some uh, potato salad, so I have to do this early before the 12 midnight. So see you next time, guys. So hasta luego, bye.